Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to McAD's Entertainment. I'm your host as always, Adam McGahee. I just wanted to say thank you all again for helping blow this channel up like crazy. We have finally reached 6,200 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. I love making these videos, and your constant comments and support truly motivate me to keep going. You all are the true heroes. Well, we are diving back into the land of the superpowered undead once again in our coverage of each character from the Marvel Zombies line of comics. In our last video of this series, we covered the full gory story of the windpipe-eating Winter Soldier himself, Zombie Bucky Barnes. I will have that video linked in the title card and in the description below. In today's video, we'll be going over the brief but sweet tale of the neck-munching human rocket himself, Zombie Nova. No, not even our boy Richard Rider was able to outride the mysterious virus that turned him and his mates into meat-hungry maniacs. His story is not as long as some of the others that we have covered, but it is still a bloody good time while it lasts. So without further ado, grab some Taco Bell, sit back, relax, and enjoy the full gory story of Zombie Nova. Who is he? Zombie Nova, like most of the heroes and villains of this dimension, was infected with a bizarre alien disease that turned them into ravenous but still intelligent zombies. He made his first appearance in the pages of Ultimate Fantastic Four number 23 back in 2005. He comes from Earth 2149, but his origins pre-infection were very similar to his main universe counterpart from Earth 616. Of course, that would all be subject to change one fateful day when a zombified version of Marvel's Superman the Sentry found his way to this dimension. Colonel America and the other heroes tried to help the poor dude, but he had other plans in mind, which just so happened to be dinner plans, and he proceeded to infect the Avengers in the immediate area, converting them to his hungry zombie cult. Cap and the rest, with their voracious new appetites, then tore through every terrified New Yorker they could find and infected any hero that tried to oppose them. SpiderMan, just trying to be a good dude, tried to save who he could from Colonel America and the others. Cap was having no parts of getting his lunch interrupted and proceeded to jump on poor Spidey, munching down right into his shoulder, infecting him with the virus. Man, Spidey, I mentioned this before, but if you would just listen to Derek from MorePlatesMoreDates.com and worked on your delts a bit more, they could have taken that bite. Man, just look at those things. Straight steel Death Star delts, baby. Before the infection took hold, Spidey went to check on Aunt May and Mary Jane so he could get them to safety, but sadly the virus fully took over, turning him full zombie. He then leapt on the two, completely devouring his family whole. As Spider-Man enjoyed his first brush with cannibalism, our boy Nova just happened to be in the neighborhood and decided to pay a stop to Spidey and company to see if things were okay. Our man was quick to find out that things were very far from okay as he witnessed his buddy Spidey hunched over in a corner, nibbling on the remains of his family while muttering to himself. Man, can you imagine coming across something like that? Honestly, I don't think I'd ever be able to sleep again for the rest of my life. I would need like all the melatonin gummies they got. Just give me the whole shelf. Ashamed at the monster that he had become, Spider-Man screamed at Nova not to look at him and then leapt out the window, attacking his former friend. Completely confused at what was going on, Nova tried to reason with Peter, but the wall crawler, having completely lost his mind, told Richard to shut up and die and went to bite out his throat. Before he could get in a chomp, Spider-Man is then attacked by Daredevil, who pleaded with Nova to help him kill the web slinger, as it was the only way to end this. Still processing what he had just witnessed, a bewildered Nova hesitated, not being able to kill his friend. This moment of hesitation, though, would turn deadly as Spider-Man took full advantage of this opening, where he then leapt at Daredevil, infecting him with the plague as well. Nova, this is the zombie apocalypse. Stop being a baby, bro. Now we got zombie Daredevil on our hands, all thanks to you. Barely getting away with his life, Nova would witness the carnage in the streets below and eventually met up with the Fantastic Four. The group then made their way to the S.H.I.E.L.D. Helicarrier, with every non-infected hero at the time as they strategized with Nick Fury on how they were going to fix things. Not having many options, Nick Fury tasked big brains like Tony Stark and Reed Richards to find a cure to the virus and a way out of this dimension, while Nova and the rest were sent to the streets below to rescue survivors and bring them all aboard the Helicarrier. Thinking this plan was crazy, as the ship would be a giant floating crackerjack box of snacks to the undead, Nova called Fury out on it, but was quickly silenced as it was the only true option that they had. Seriously, Nova? What kind of ideas you got, bro? You just gonna sit around and let all the rest of your friends get infected? Not hating, bro. I love you. I understand how you feel, but these are zombie superheroes we're talking about. Gotta man up, homie. Nova then later joined the battle against the infected in the streets below as they tried to save who they could. However, the battle would soon take a turn for the worse when zombie Miss Marvel got the jump on Richard, infecting him with the virus. Once it fully took over, the newly zombified Nova later joined his undead brethren as they picked the earth clean of any remaining humans. Not about to let this ruin the fun, zombie Reed Richards had repaired the multiverse device initially built by Tony Stark before things were overrun. He used it to lure a young version of himself to this dimension so the zombies could escape to the multiverse. However, young Reed was saved by Magneto, who helped him escape back to his world and blew up the machine so the zombies would be stuck in this hellscape to rot for eternity. Honestly, one of the most GOAT things Magneto has done. I love you, man. Not too happy with the dimensional deli being closed, Nova and a group of angry Avengers then surrounded poor Magneto, ready to gobble the homie up out of revenge. Our boy Mag showed he still had plenty of fight left in him, as he summoned an entire storm of every nearby piece of metal he could find and whipped it into Nova and the Horde, tearing through their rotted flesh. Sadly though, this would only slow the hungry boys down, who then caught up with the poor mutant and tore him to shreds. R.I.P. Magneto. You'll forever be remembered in zombie heaven in our eyes. Type F in the chat for Magneto boys. Thinking they had scarfed down their last reserve of food, Nova and the rest began panicking, thinking they were going to starve. The gang would not have to worry too long though, as they looked on in awe at the arrival of the Silver Surfer, who showed up to the planet to announce that it was going to be eaten by his master Galactus. Not listening to a prophetic word this handsome flying soccer trophy just said, Nova and the other zombies attacked. Richard and Tony Stark were two of the first to get their hands on the Surfer, but the dude proved to pack quite a punch as he blasted a hole right through poor Nova's chest. Hey man, just think he did you a favor. Now, since you don't have a heart, you won't have to get heartburn from all that eating you're doing. Nova 1, Pepto-Bismol stocks, 0. Wanting revenge for what the Surfer did to him, Nova and the other heroes chased the poor man, who almost got away. That is, until a very hungry zombie Hulk jump-scared the dude and bit his head right off. A select group of heroes were then able to dine on the sweet cosmic space meat, while the unlucky ones like Nova had to watch on in jealousy. Upon digesting the Chinese spaceman, Cap and the others then realized that they had a pretty sweet level up, where they noticed that they inherited the Surfer's powers. They then decided to use these abilities to throw a zombie barbecue, and toasted Nova and the remaining heroes to a crisp, where they proceeded to eat them, only to say that they still tasted bad. Man, betrayed and insulted. These zombies have no chill. And that is the full gory story of Zombie Nova. His story was not as long as some of the others that we have covered, but it was still a great time while it lasted. I especially like the portions of the story before he was infected. It would have been cool if they explored the deeper relationship between him and Spider-Man. Spider-Man would eventually conquer his hunger and stop the plague later on in the comics, so it would have been cool if someone like Nova was able to talk him out of things sooner. But if it were not for Daredevil, Nova probably would have died much sooner too. Zombie beggars can't be zombie choosers. Marvel has yet to unveil Nova in the MCU, but it would be cool if he makes an appearance in the upcoming Marvel Zombie series. I have no idea what that show is going to do, but one thing for sure is, It's the top Marvel project I'm looking forward to this year. What I would love more than anything though is to hear what you think. Did you know this about Zombie Nova? Was there something I missed? What other characters would you like to see us cover? Sound off in the comments. Also be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed today's content, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon to be notified of all of our latest videos. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the music in this video, it was all made by my boy Ognihs. You can check out his Spotify in the link below. You can also check out our new Patreon, also in the link below. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are awesome and loved. God bless, and I will see you in the next one.